This is the pack loadout video of the gear that I took on the Avebury hike. So to start us off, the pack itself is the Vango Contour 5060S, 60 litres maximum. It is overweight. I'm probably about 14 pounds. I think it is. But yeah, it's not the greatest bag in the world, if I'm absolutely honest. But we're not here to do a review. We're here to look at what I took. So to start us off, I've got two of these Eurohike aluminium bottles. They were full of water. I took those because I knew that there wasn't going to be any water sources. On this side I've got a ½ litre bottle, which is my son's, that I just borrowed off him. He got it from Penkethly when he did his little Penkethly trip with the school. In there I had my isotonic water. Also in the same pouch on the side is, I haven't got one, but that's where I have my Jack Daniels. And then in this side pouch we have my tent stakes, which I got off of eBay, and they're just the try ones. They were cheap, they're aluminium, they do the job. They're very similar to the MSR, except I think the MSR ones have got 4 fins on them. So right, inside the pack. We have my ground sheet, which is what I use to put the tent on. So I'm just going to lay that out now, and then we'll place everything on it. So I'm going to stay out of camera shot now, or for a bit. So this is the tent. This is the Vango Banshee. It's in an OEX stuff sack, waterproof stuff sacks. I put it in there so I can compress it down better. And I've actually lost its sack that it came in anyway, so I'll just stick that there. This is just a flask cup which I use for my drinks, so we'll stick that there. So this is my food, and in here I had coffees, adventure food, which was my breakfast, fire pot, which was my dinner. These aren't the same ones, these are different flavours. Then I had my snacks, which are a bag of peanut M&Ms, Nature Valley Crunchy, and I've also got tea bags and my compasses in there. I took it just because it's good habit to have it with you all the time. I knew I wasn't going to need it, so I put it in my lunch, in my dinner. So that is my stuff sack with my food. Next up I've got my clothes sack, which in here, and again this is just another OEX compressible sack. So I've got my fleece, which is just a lightweight Peter Storm fleece. I've got my base layer, which I slept in that top, but I didn't bother with the bottoms. I have got the bottoms in here, which are there. Didn't need them because it was quite a warm night. And then I've got the bottom part of the legs to the trousers that I were wearing, which are shorts. They're also Peter Storm. My buff, which I always have, it is a buff. It's a buff, which I used in the morning to keep my head warm. My socks, which I slept in, they're just some Bridgedale merino wool socks, and that is that. So that's my stuff sack for them. Next up is my cook pot. So my cook pot is the Tacana, OEX Tacana. I think we've all seen this before. I don't need to get it all out, but that's the Tacana Solo Cook System. And then Tito Titanium Spork. Then we've got my sleeping stuff. So this is my pillow. It's a High Gear Dreamer self-inflating pillow. I got it from Go Outdoors. It was cheap. It's actually quite comfortable. Because you can let the air in and out. It's got the adjustable valve on it. So yeah, it does the job. It's not like rocket science. So the sleep mat. So the sleep mat is the Berghaus. What one is it? It's the Peak Pro insulated air mat. I can't actually remember what it's. So it's got Primaloft in it as the insulation. It's nylon ripstop. It weighs 480 grams. It's a 50 wide centimeters and 185 centimeters long. It's not the greatest sleep mat in the world. They say it's a non-slip, but that's bull. You do slip. Then we've got an OEX furnace. Now this, I can't remember whose video it was I was watching, but it was a top tip video or something. No, it wasn't. It was two guys in Wales. Anyway, this guy was using, I don't think it was this one exactly, but he was using his sleeping bag liner to go over his sleep mat, like a sheet on your bed. And I tell you what, great idea. Really works. And then finally, the quilt. So it is the Thermodown down quilt, 30 Fahrenheit. It's Paria. It's very thin. It's 3-season. It'd be no good for winter, I can guarantee it. However, if you coupled it up with a good sleep mat, and if I used that sleeping bag liner as well, you'd probably get away with it, to be fair. And then we've also got the tent poles. The walking shoes that I use are Solomon's. I can't remember which ones these are. The X Ultra 04. One of the most comfortable trainer shoe type things I've ever worn. I also have Solomon boots, which I use. I love them. Highly recommend Solomon. And then my walking poles are Glyniss. Glyniss walking poles. So they're the Z type, so you pull them apart. Can we do it? You pull them apart like that, lock it back up, and then it's got a little thing around it, so you can fold them up. I've got 2 of those. The other one is somewhere. So that is all the gear that I took to Avebury for my Avebury hike. Everything will be written in the description, so if you want to go through it, it'll be there. I'm not going to go through weights and stuff because I am not one of those pound counter, kilo counter type people. If I need it, I'll take it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, if you found it informative. Probably not. Any questions, just ask me in the comments. With all that being said and done, thanks for watching. Stay safe. May the weather be with you.